So today I am going to do something a little bit understated. I have been wearing a lot of Christmas and New Year's and all of these really bold, exciting designs, and I'm ready for something that looks a little elegant, a little classic, and so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to start with a Sally Hansen Insta-Dry Navy called Midnight Drive, and I'm going to do some stamping today, as always, and this is going to make a really elegant nail. You know, stamping doesn't have to be kind of over the top. It can be really elegant and understated. So here's the plate I'm going to be using. You might notice this one from my Cleopatra video if you watched that. This is one of my favorite plates. It's Born Pretty L020, and I just love that it has a lot of elegant designs. It's got a lot of exciting kind of florals and just some simple patterns as well. So I tend to use this plate an awful lot. It's probably one of my most used plates. I'm going to use this pretty flower pattern that's on right here. And I'm going to do this in a blue that's called Acid Wash from Maniology. And as always, I'm going to use a light constant pressure on my stamping pad. And when I'm doing a really sort of detailed pattern like this, especially when I'm taking my time to remove excess and I'm kind of doing some talking as well, I definitely want to use a sticky base coat because this is probably going to be dry before I even finish removing stuff with the tape, honestly. So the sticky base coat will ensure that I get all the details that I want, even though this has probably completely dried by now. I'm going to wait, like always, about 20 to 30 seconds for that sticky base coat to dry. And because this is a full nail stamp, I'm going to pull him off too, off of the rack so that I can really roll this along. Now it's tacky but not wet, so I'm going to go ahead and do my stamp. Okay. If you do get some things that kind of pull up, you can just press them right back where they belong. Very easy to do. And that looks really beautiful. I feel like I might have missed some details up here in this top corner. And I'm just going to go back in and stamp just a little bit so that it doesn't look sort of empty up there. It's really easy to fix if you see that there's maybe a little part that missed some stamping. So look at that. That's just gorgeous. It's such a nice color. That baby blue, sort of a sky baby blue over that really dark Midnight Drive color. Then I'm going to take my nails, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a flower or two from this pattern because, again, I want kind of a simple nail set. I don't want anything too overwhelming, so I'm just going to take a flower or two and put one here and one here. And I just want a couple of these flowers, so I'm not going to worry about getting the whole thing. I'm just going to do a few of these guys here. And swipe, and roll, light even pressure, ensuring that I'm in constant contact with the plate, but nothing heavier. And then I'm going to go in and just remove everything I don't want, as always. I'm going to take a nice fresh piece of masking tape for this, And it's good to do this kind of quickly because when this starts to dry, the stamping polish tends to kind of stick together. And so you can pull up more than you want if you wait too long. Actually, kind of got a little more than I wanted right there. And you see how you can kind of get a little extra coming up with it. It kind of tends to adhere together, so you've got to be a little careful. Sometimes pulling out instead of pulling up can kind of help with that. Like that. This is probably my favorite part of stamping, is kind of this tape removal part. It's so peaceful. It's sort of you have to be kind of patient, kind of slow. It's very relaxing to me. There we go. That looks just about perfect. Nothing's perfect, but that's pretty close. This flower looks like a great size for a pinky nail. I am going to do a little bit of sticky base coat because this is completely dry, of course, at this point. It took me quite a while to get all of that excess off. And part of that's because I really hadn't decided which flower I wanted when I was removing it. I kind of ended up going with the flower that, go with the flower that you got. This is the flower that looked the best. And at the end of the day, it's going to look great on this pinky nail. So again, sticky base coat, wait about 20 to 30 seconds until it's tacky, but not fully dry. And I think I'm going to put him up in this little corner here. I think it's going to look great right there. There it is. Beautiful. I think it's going to look nice kind of right in the same spot. It's a slightly different flower, but I think that'll look super cute. Look at that. I love that. It's really simple. The monochrome color scheme really keeps everything very simple for your eye. It is not overwhelming. It's a nice calm set after a lot of holidays, a lot of fall nails, a lot of gold and red and green for Christmas, a lot of silver and black and gold for New Year's. And this is just the perfect way to kind of calm down in January. I don't need to do a smudge-free top coat on these because there is no stamping ink on these. One thing you could do if this isn't quite enough design for you, or if you feel like you want a little bit of the blue on these other nails too, you could always do like kind of a micro French tip with that blue, that light blue color. And then I'm just going to do my usual top coat, which is a Sally Hansen Insta-Dry top coat. So simple. It's just sort of a nice composition, you know? Sometimes you make a louder statement with a subtle composition.